Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 90 of the Gone for a Burton Save. I'm the Custard Prophet, and today we are playing Southampton in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. We are going to split this into two episodes. We're going to do the first leg today, the first leg now in this episode, but it's going to be a double upload day. I'm going to make you wait, so we're going to have this one, which will be out at 4:30, and then the resolution of everything, which will be out at usual time of 7 o'clock. But before we get into that, let's just have a little look how we've done since the Chelsea game. So we played Bournemouth, who were bottom of the league. We beat them quite easily. Sammy Davis Jr. with a hat-trick, very nice. Then we played Everton. This was a bit of a funny old game. Everton had 4 shots, 3 on target, and scored all 3. We had 24 shots and only managed 2 goals and managed to lose that somehow. Diakate and Davis with the goals. We then played Swansea at home, beat them 2-0, Christie and D'Amico getting the goal, and then played Southampton away. Andy Christie got sent off really early. We had a very dodgy free kick, but whilst we kind of matched them, we didn't really create the chances we needed to with no Andy Christie and only 10 men on the pitch. So that was all a little bit disappointing. And we just played Wolves in the FA Cup, massively rotated team, but Andy Christie did play. He got a couple of goals. As you can see, he played all the game. Don't know why I did that. Depioli and Semelj getting a goal, which is good for Mr. Semelj. I don't know whether he still wants to leave, our Serbian international, but he's certainly making a name for himself now. But we are back and we are playing Southampton. But before we do that, let's have a little look at the transfers that have come in and those that have gone out. So out so far, and has gone Shane Duffy. You knew that was going to happen. He's gone to Celtic. He's immediately valued at 1.6 million, but I'm happy for him. I think that's a great club for him to go to. Really hope he does well there. The other person who is on his way out is, it's actually Ferrati is almost on his way out, and Audrin is on his way out, but he leaves later in the year. In replacing Audrin is this lide, Francesco Rabatti. Great name, and he looks a decent player. He's only 2-star at the minute, but he looks like he's going to develop quite nicely. Look at the finishing and first touch on this guy. It's really not a bad pickup. Great balance, great agility, decent dribbling, so he should be able to cause some minor chaos in the opposition defence, and he's fast as well and decent off the ball. So there's not a lot there that worries me at all. I think he'll develop nicely, and I'm looking forward to giving him some game time, but he's injured at the minute, which is great. We picked up Morgan Gibbs-White. He's a cheap option, came from West Ham. All-round option to give us that option to have someone in the number 10 role, just behind the striker, and he again fits the mould of this team. Fast, dribbly, but I don't know if he can be. Can you be dribbly? I don't know, but he's fast, tricky, and can pick a pass. So I think for 1.6 million or 1.2 million from West Ham, I think that's an utter bargain. And finally, we signed in a youngster, Derek Kelly, from Scotland. That's the wrong accent, but he's got great potential, 3.5-star potential ability, decent looking midfielder, excellent first touch, excellent technique. He's 16 years old. I think he's got a good future ahead of him. So he's sitting in the under 23s, and we'll probably loan him out somewhere, or maybe just use him sparingly this season and then loan him out next season. The other news is that in future transfers, which one's just been sorted out, so Audrin there, you can see his transfer for 12.575 million, which is a decent bit of money for him. Serge Gnabry is coming on a free from Wolfsburg, and as you remember, he was utterly brilliant for us last season, so we're bringing him in, and hopefully he can cause some difficulties with Dematri as well. I can never remember his name on that left side, so I think that will add to our attacking options. So we are going to go and play some football. and I almost already got to the match. So here we go. We're playing Sammy Davis Jr. up top, D'Amico and Christie on the left and right. Hopefully he doesn't get sent off again. Diakate and Ferguson in the middle. Busquets just behind them in his defensive role. Hammond, Kamara, Fry, Power, and it's Carl Darlow still in goal. So let's see what this team can do. We will slam our I don't know what we're going to slam. Something. We're going to slam something. In the comments, what are we going to slam? Right, I'm going to drink some tea. It'll be great to come out of this with some sort of lead. We certainly didn't look overawed against Southampton. They've had a bit of a rubbish time of it recently, but this is exactly where Ward-Prowse scored his goal, and that's pretty much how it went in. But this time we had Carl Darlow in goal instead of Walton. Walton let pretty much that shot in. Embarrassing, eh? Okay, nothing really happening. It doesn't bother me too much. If we can just get through this with a draw and then come out against them at the home tie and get the win, that would be utterly brilliant. If we can get a win here, that would be fantastic. As you can see, Kane Hammond is looking utterly knackered. He will probably have to come off at some point. Probably he's not going to play the full game. I wouldn't have thought. So Southampton here, they have the ball. Looks like it might be their chance. The ball's gone straight through. Dear me. Well, played it over the top. Dear. Come on, guys. Get your finger out. We're getting the shots, but we're not seeing them. I guess they're just not in any way as good as the Southampton chances. Oh, well, that's an interesting sort of roundhouse on the floor sort of tackle. Sammy Davis Jr., Christie. He just shoots from everywhere, doesn't he? Diakite, D'Amico. So one of these two is going to shoot. Oh, and that was just wide. It's both a curse and a blessing, really, those two, because they just shoot from wherever they want, and it's some of them go in, some of them don't go in, and they can just irritate you because of that. Right, we're going to demand some more. Southampton are looking disinterested. Their manager told them they're all playing crap, which is fair enough. Well, I don't know. Hammond is looking knackered. I don't really want to bring Leschart on, though. We're very... or maybe what we'd do is bring Depioli on. I'm going to do that. No, I'm not. What I'm going to do, if I can figure out what I'm going to do. Here we go. So, in the previous match, Joe Power did finish off at left back, and I'm going to bring Depioli on at right back because he knows that, and Joe Power has now played that before, so at least hopefully there'll be some level of understanding. And he played all right there. He didn't do anything silly. And I guess as long as he's not expected to play wonderful balls with his left foot, which he doesn't have, I think we should be all right. Well, 0-0. I mean, it's not the most exciting thing for you, but it's okay so far. 12 shots to 4. Come on, guys, we should be doing better than this. Demand more. I'm demanding more. There's a lot on the bench I could do, which is kind of nice. D'Amico, free kick. Diakite. Oh, that was unlucky. Hit the bar. I suppose they've done that as well. Diakite and Camera. Lots happening in the latest events. We've had two balls that have absolutely crashed against the bar. I'm tempted here to take off Ferguson, bring on Mr. Reliable Jamie Allen. I mean, I could always swap Allen and Diakite round, perhaps. I'm loath to go too much at this because we know we have the second game. And if they haven't managed to score in the first game, admittedly we haven't got an away goal. I can't remember if there are away goals in this competition. We haven't got an away goal, but what we could do right at the end here, just have a little tickle at them. We're going to bring Diakite off. There we go. We'll bring on Gibbs White. What does he like to do? He doesn't really like to do anything particular. Well, he likes to do a lot of things, but not a lot, if you know what I mean. So here we go. We'll just move that forward to positive and see if we can maybe just sneak one right at the end without going too crazy at it. Doesn't look like we're going to. It's 0-0. Not the most exciting thing for you guys, but well, hopefully it's 0-0. Or maybe, not the most exciting thing for you guys, but it is still a very good performance. We've taken a decent result through to the second round of the second round of the semi-finals, if that's the thing, into the second leg of the semi-finals. They've got a lot of bookings. I mean, maybe that's not great for them, and hopefully we can then do the business in the second half. So that will be at 7:30 tonight. I hope to see you with us. I'll let you know any further transfers that have happened, anything else that has happened in the meantime. There's a couple of games in between, and I'll tell you what went on in those games. But until that time, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done already, and come back at 7 o'clock and see how we do. All the best. All the best? Yes, all the best, sir. I hope you have a wonderful day and evening. It is goodbye from me. See you later, bye.